Hey, good morning. Say hi if you're here. It's Monday. It's Robert. Everybody had a nice weekend. I certainly did. New week, almost a new month. Okay, good. Projection working. Sound there. Hey, Sean. Hope wherever you were, Colorado or Wyoming, you were somewhere, right? A Telluride. Okay. Yeah, I know it was one of those places. All right. Let's see what we got here. Uh, Looks like you probably had a good day on Friday. In particular, I noticed the Nike later on when I looked. Myself, I just kind of wanted a reset day. For no good reason, I was struggling, and I just thought I'd take a 3-day weekend. And I did implement one new rule, or I'm going to implement one new rule, and that is when if I see the 15-minute buy at the VWAP, like what was it on Thursday, the Rite Aid. I'm just going to take it regardless of my situation at that time. Going to make it a must-do play. All right. So SPY is gapping up a little, but not enough to be significant here. Oh, I'm not looking at the stock watch, John. We we haven't been using that. Oh, but good morning. Yeah, I see you here now too. At first, I thought we'd post the lists there, but it's really no problem just to post them in here and scroll back or pin them. So I'm thinking, at least for now, we're not using it. I'll keep it there for a while though, in case there's a use. But all right, so daily high on Friday was pretty much the open. Looks like just over 306. We're at 301 right now. 301 and a quarter. So really not even a quarter of the way into Friday's bar. And while we are hanging in the area of the 200 MA, um, it's not holding. I mean, we are puncturing it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see us continue lower. If not today, then maybe tomorrow. The thing that would get me to change my mind on that would be if we could come up over 306 and hold there. But that 20 MA would need to reestablish, and right now it doesn't look like it. Now, Qs are, as they've been, stronger, but still a little battered here. Notice Qs on Thursday pulled back to the 20 MA and then wasn't able to hold Friday. Did push just a little bit lower. And Qs are not even gapping up this morning. Were for a little while. I think the high of the morning 242.30 area or even 244.70. So Qs are falling at the moment. That was aftermarket. Now this morning the high is 241. So still Q's falling, SPY falling. We look weak. I mean, looked weak on Friday too, looking back. Um, never triggered the buy setup. Would have needed in the Qs anyway, 264.34 to trigger the daily buy. That didn't happen. So I'm going to lean lower this morning. I'm going to be very, very standoff though. There are no earnings. And I'm going to take a look at the gaps. I did a full scan myself and then I added in John's and RM's gaps here. If you have anything pretty good, please post it. But let's go through here. I'll give you my take. ALT is bullish. Gapped up on Friday and now gapping to a new high today. And while it's not the all-time high, there is only one prior high, and that's way up at 36 and a quarter. So ALT, probably a good watch today. Boeing gapping up $10. That is reasonably significant on a morning when so far nothing else has really moved up. So I think Boeing gets a watch. It's ahead of the SPY. I mean, it's over the last 2 days. Might have a target up at 190. And Boeing basically held minor support. BCRX gapping to 516. That's the third day up and into supply. Good volume, but I wouldn't necessarily expect that to go anywhere. I'm going to leave that off the first list. Too strong to try and short it. BHTG, uh, this is a bio doing a double. 10 million shares, just totally blowing away the prior high. And there are two little weak monthly anyway topping tails up here in the 440, 450 area, which is still $1 away. So maybe it's got some climb, but I'm going to leave this off the first list. Looks very taily. God, this thing rallies and then falls all in the day. So if you catch it on the way up, great. Blink. Blink gapping to new daily highs. 218,000 shares. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, it looks like right up, right up to the all-time high at 350. Oh wait, no, it's not the all-time high. This has been split a few times. You can tell. I don't think it was ever 263. So the support here might not mean much. All right, I'm going to leave this off too, even though I kind of like this, but that prior high right at 350, don't want to buy into that. No sound? Huh. It's on. Can get it through the YouTube. Sound anyway. You, I know Tom M has had this once or twice before. There's something he does that gets it back. All right. COTY 477. 522 is the prior high, so yeah, I don't know about that either. I'm going to keep that off. HMY to 387. This is going right to supply. Possible fade here, but just not a lot of room. Why not? Why not, Evan? Good morning, Evan. Can you hear? All right. Evan, I'll catch up. So, hey, if you could pick up a 3 or 4 cent stop, I think HMY could actually be a fade. I'm gonna put it on the list. Oh dear, something with your system. Hmm. Maybe a headset's plugged in. Um, then there's KSNA. That's a pretty nice gap on KSNA. New weekly highs, new daily highs. It is into a prior high though, and it's got almost $1 spread. Yeah, that's the problem. All right, I'm gonna skip this one as well for the initial list. Um, NKLA 67, $68. It's about half of the red bar from Friday. So probably not enough to be actionable here, but this could be a long if it uptrends into the day, at least up to about 75. Well, and after 75, then it would be a higher time frame play. PVAC to 935, no new high there. I'm gonna skip that. SHLL, this has really been going all last week and still is. Another new high by $4 today. I don't think it's a buy at the open, but it has been uptrending all morning. So I'll keep that on the list for a 5 or 15-minute play. SOLY, not gapping enough for me. This is probably still a short. All right, and And WKHS, this is good higher too. It's just been a consistent up, but that big red day keeps it from being really overdone. So this has still got some power, maybe up. And in a wide base all morning between 1080 and 1260. All right, so those are ups. I don't particularly like any of them right away. I think I probably like ALT the best overall, but and maybe Boeing second. Okay, gonna look at downs. AMC gapping down under the low, leaving a daily topping tail there. And I don't think it's available to me. It's not. So I'm gonna leave it off. If you have it available, you might want to watch it. BYND under Thursday's bottoming tail in the demand, and it's reasonably big demand. There's almost a month of it here, but if this downtrends, it could take the next step down below 120, 115. Or I'm going to watch BYND. I like it lower. It's breaking levels on the pullback here. CBay to 3. Well, right to Friday's low, but there's a 10-cent spread too. I'm gonna skip that. Facebook looks like it's headed to that 200 MA on Facebook. It's definitely a watch. Kind of need a rally to short it. Right now, it's trying to do a turnaround. There was a low of 206 or so this morning that held several times. So I'd look out for that area. And then FISV, just an eensy-weensy gap here, but at a new low and does have room to 91.40. I'm going to watch that. Like I say, not much to do on the gap. I just like that it's broken down and now gapping kind of into the clear. HRTX all the way to demand almost. This could fade. My Forgot to put my hourly chart up, but yeah, I mean, this is really an either way territory. It's almost a demand, but 1050, I'd say it's a fade, but it's not quite there. I'm going to put this on the list as an either way. It's going to need a really good entry, though, to play it. ICPT to 47. So this one is right to demand. And these are dangerous plays, but that could fade. TUP right into $4. That is minor support. Weekly still looks pretty bullish here. Well, as long as these big greens hold, we're right back to the base of them. Looks like a difficult long though on the daily because you have 2 weeks of price just above. I'm gonna skip TUP. I don't think it's earnings. It usually plays well on earnings day, but I don't know about today. And then Twitter already well past the 200 MA, unlike Facebook, which is still approaching it. Um, Twitter just a little bit exhausted and at a demand level, so I could see Twitter either way today. All right. Anything else that's good? Please throw it out if you do. Otherwise, I'm gonna go with these and probably just watch the open, but we'll see. I don't have a favorite. And I don't think there's a gap here demanding a play. In 2 minutes. Are we gapping up now? Well, Qs are down 20 cents. Gap is, I mean, SPY is up $1.25 or so. It looks weak to me, but yeah, we've been so bullish. I'm amazed we came this far. I mean, Q's to new highs and SPY's did a 70-80% retracement. So, I mean, I think we fall now, but it always takes longer than I think. I think it's just going to happen. And it's always slower to get going. But on the falls, it usually happens quick once it does. But I'm just going to let the open play, I think. You got a top gap? Anybody? I mean, this ICPT, which I don't want to do early, might be the top gap. It's certainly devastating, but right on demand. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm just not up for this first thing on Monday. But here it is if you want. It's a spread though. Bid is stuck on 41, 47, I mean. Yeah, SPY right into VWAP. Q's no gap. I mean, ALT if you like, could do a quick continuation. The hourly's pretty good on that. ARM, good morning. John's got Facebook. Yeah, you got it at 88. 888. Yeah, already down a buck 50. Well, ICPT is lower at least first. HRTX holding. Facebook trying to snap back. And BYND is, through that first line of demand. ALT, if you like, could still be higher. Needs to take out the high, though. Little buy setup on BA forming. And I wish HMY were up here in the 90s, not the 80s. If this were up in the 90s, I'd take the 4-cent chance at a 20-cent drop. But it just doesn't have enough. Nice little buy setup on WKHS. Not really the gap I want, but you can see the quick pullback. It's a little weakly climactic too. You don't really see it in the daily because of the red bar, but the weekly got the volume, and hard to tell if this is still higher or a last effort here. John's got a Facebook call. 1060, so just triggered. Nice risk reward. I like BYND, but I'm gonna lay off here, but I like BYND 3150 by 33 right here. Wow, John's got a third on FB already. Market all red. Yeah, BYND was pretty good. You could take some out if you got it 33.50 or 31.50. It's got two quick dollars. And WKHS holding up as a long. Like I said, I've got my wait and see hat on because it's Monday and there's no top flight gap to me. Could fade this guy, BHTG. Sean's got the ICPT. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, this is the first long entry. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just cracked high a day. If it can push up a little and then give a nice entry, I'd try it. What I'd like here is a trend. Yeah, BYND worked great. John's got to take a third on the SHIO. BA is strong if the market flips to a long, but right now it's just selling. So is ALT. RM's got the call too on ICPT. That hourly buy from RAD on Friday, just kicking in. Putting that on the long list. Yeah, sell setup on Twitter. All right, Q's in downtrend mode. Now, the 200 MA hourly is coming up. And SPY is through Friday's low. And looks like 297 could happen. So looking for stuff that's going to hold the low a day, that's going to stay strong for when if the market turns around. WKHS is on the list. RAD is certainly on the list. Maybe this BRCX. I'll move this over now. And Boeing did get through the low a day, but it could still fix itself. And so could ALT. This ICPT is just thrashing at the moment, but it still has a lot of potential. But like I say, I'd like it to trend in one direction or the other, and then pick up an entry if it happens. UNG. Oh yeah, gas. Yeah, it's bullish. Oh, I had the right idea with BYND. That was a nice little entry. I just wasn't doing the quick play today. But good hourly breakdown. You got a really nice play if you did that. That's what I was closest to. But and you know what? It's still got a lot of room. I'd do a 15-minute sell on this. We get one. Bounce now. Yeah, too bad Boeing is just a little too weak. If this were a higher high above the VWAP, Boeing would be the play. Morning, Ivan. How are you in Bulgaria? How's the weather? It's hot back here. Yeah, there should be audio. Ring it. Good morning. I'm broadcasting it anyway. Just not. I'm not talking every second right now. You know, COTY could be along. We got a higher low if it breaks over the VWAP. This is just a play I'm trying to stay away from. I'm really looking more for the play that pulls back to the VWAP. INCP. All right. So it went from new high to new low to new high, or it touched the high. Yeah, if this could break out and pull back, I'd do this. I don't want to do the in the channel play. There it goes. Wow, it spreads too. Look at that thing spread. All right, we get a good entry now that'll hold the 47.40 area. I'll give that a try. But could be in it now. RM's got Baba low a day. Yeah, that's another nice hourly breakdown. Yeah, that's good. Put that on a chart. I'm funny. Okay, watching ICPT. And I like BA too. Yeah, there goes Sean with a call over 179. Yeah, ICP long. Thanks, Ralph. I didn't notice that, but yeah, Ringett's headphone is turned off. All right, I'm gonna go in a little bit of ICPT on a new high. I'm not really getting a pullback here. Problem is, really need to give it low a day. So it's a big stop to me anyway. $4 stop plus spread. So not gonna do much. Would much rather have that pullback. But you know, it's got a clean shot at 60, so Yeah, got the new highs, so I'm with you guys in ICPT for just a little itty bitty. A low a day stop. And maybe have room for an ad there. All right, looking like we're going to rally a little. SPY failure to go lower, now cracking a little higher. Q's lagging, just rejecting the new low right now. Haven't said that in a while. Yeah, nice BA. Very nice BA. That's exactly what it was supposed to do. And WKHS looks just like it now. Facebook's starting to push back a little. And I'm looking for an addition in ICPT that doesn't have a $5 stop. Oh, the gold is higher. Didn't fade. And this COTY looks higher too. Moving that onto the watch list. I'm gonna go to a 2-minute chart as well. So a 2-minute buy at the VWAP on COTY would look pretty good. Although it's at the pre-market VWAP right now. HMY probably higher. Rite Aid, the strongest thing I've seen all morning so far. Yeah, WKHS is working out too. If you tried it. ICP just sitting here, but it is hanging at the highs. Yeah, nice exit on BA, right to the high of day. As soon as I say that, CPT gets a red bar. So I'm not going to say that anymore. All right, we're getting the bounce. ALT not participating. Still like COTY. Just any good buy setup. And BYND right to the VWAP and wham. I think that's still a short. I'd rather have a higher time frame, but it's still got a lot of room to drop. BA looking to continue higher. And I think it's all about the market now. We got to bounce off support or sort of support. Are we going to set up a sell setup now and go lower or continue higher? That's the next big question. We're coming up into the supply area, at least the intraday supply area. We're higher? Okay. Out BA, 182. Well, if we set that sell setup up, I'm going to be looking at BYND. I mean, you could just do it here at a $2 stop. Yeah, 5 minute at the VWAP. Okay, approaching high day. Here's the little sell setup in the queues. I'm shorting a little bit of BYND. Stop at 128.50. Under 126 would be the call. 126 by 128.50. Here, I'll post it. Now it's got a trigger now. And I'm going to run away from a little bit. And we'll come back if it goes under the 126. I'm going to give it a little bit more, but I thought it was going through right there, but it did not. So I'm going to give it 127 or so. Well, 127 for the little bit I'm in. But the entry is under 126. Here, I'm going to run away right here. If we extend this bar, yeah, okay. Okay, call's good though if it triggers. Yeah, BA really ripping. Oh, there's COTY. Still saying higher, RM? Tough call here. I like it lower. Q's under 238.60, but it held pretty well. And I like this BYND if it triggers. It's a dollar away from it, but right back into the VWAP here. CHK. I am. Doesn't look like it's traded at all today. Well, since 9:31 anyway. Is ICPT affected by CHK? No, it couldn't be. It's a pharma. Natural gas? Okay. Why are you getting out of ICPT? Just interested. Sean. And we just tested a new high again. Still above the VWAP. Still sort of uptrending. And has a humongo target. Yeah, are they here in the case yet? Oh, okay. So it's the no reason exit. Yeah, I was just wondering if I was missing something. Still like the weakness of BYND, but it's not going to trigger if the market keeps going up. And the market just flashed it's going to keep going up. That was a nice green bar taking out highs. Go into a 5-minute chart on the gray. Yeah, well, Boeing, you had the scalp. I mean, it worked as the scalp. It's the bigger time frame still in play, but in ICPT, okay. I think RM's in too, I think. And Sean was in, but he got out. What, what I like is the $60 target on the ICPT. Well, it's 57, but well, I think what Sean said he was doing was I didn't calc it, but I think it was over here somewhere, 179, and I'm not sure if he used the 177.50 stop, but yeah, $1.50. Yeah, I guess it's not that much for $1.50. Yeah, it's 1 to 1. But that move right there from 948 to 956. Yeah, I mean BA could still be good to 270. Longer term, I guess. SHLL has a little buy setup right here. Not bad. It's a 2-minute though. Yeah, the 5 doesn't look as good. There's a nice little 2-minute buy though. 74 by 31, 74 by 30, 45. Right at the VWAP. All right, well, we're getting a nice move up. Um, All right, I'm gonna put the mic off for a little bit. I'll probably still be here, but I'm just out of words. So back in a little bit. Thanks, all. Hey, it's Rob. I've been in and out. Um, nice move from the SPY. Well, longs obviously should have worked. And, the question now is what now? Tough call. In the supply, wouldn't be surprised to see a drop, but the strength of this move suggests the drop, isn't going back to the lows, at least not today, at least to me. ICPT, trouble breaking out. It did again, got right to 50. Looked like it just wanted to fly. Now caught on the VWAP, so see if that holds or not if you're in. And just doing a quick look here. Yeah, ZM looked weak this morning. I think I saw it pre-market. Oh yeah, yeah, that is weaker than this morning now. We're working on a weekly pullback too. Yeah, good short zoom. It just triggered an entry, low a day entry anyway. It's a breakdown, but as the market possibly pivots here in PD, yeah, that's a yeah, PD right on the daily 20 MA. I do like ZM. WKHS just keeps going higher. UNG doing well too. SHLL. So strong stuff is acting pretty nicely. NKLA maybe hit a high for a while. COTY really never got going. Blink did. And BA just kind of resting here. Might see a nice 15-minute on BA later. Trades like mRNA, yeah. Just what we need. All right, the best idea I've seen so far is the ZM from from Sean. If that comes around and produces an entry, I think I'm willing to try that. It's not a bad time to try a week short. Yeah, BYND is still weak. Yeah, I had a 15 about $1 ago. Too late now, but might come back. Interesting thing about Zoom is it's good to that 20 MA at 233. So any little sell setup, as long as we don't get the big volume and a bottoming tail, I'd be willing to short a sell setup. And could have done it before, just was right at the time. All right, so that or another entry on BYND, the best I see here. And other than first thing, it's not an inside day, but we are holding most of the red bar from Friday. And it may stay that way. I'm gonna hang around and look for an entry on ZM or BYND, but and I guess BABA could also be a possibility. It's a nice hourly breakdown, but it did tail at the low. Not much volume though. And then, as soon as the market pulls into a buy setup, you could go long or wait till after lunch. But I missed the initial shorts. I guess got back just a little late. Would have been BYND or ZM. So might get one more chance at it. I'm not going to keep the mic on. That's all I'm really looking at right now. And both are working, but both are late. So would need a second chance entry. So I'm here. I'll post if I do a play. I'll put the call out. And not sure what we're going to get the rest of the morning here. so far, we got a nice rally, but we got just past the intraday supply and now stopped there at the 5 minute 200, hourly 200 hold, I mean the daily 200 holding, hourly sell setting up in the SPY, but not a great one. So a couple of things worked out, depends on what you did. I just kind of tiptoed around and no harm done, but nothing to show for it either. Got a buy set up on HMY here. All right, I'm here, but I'm gonna put everything off. Just use the text chat. Check back later.